right? Isoelectronic species. What are isoelectronic species and example? Here the meaning of iso is a same. Iso is same. Electronic means electron. Electronic in the sense electron. So therefore, what is the definition of isoelectronic species? The species which are having same number of electrons called isoelectronic species. So therefore, definition is very much important. The species which are having same number of electrons. The species which are having same number of electrons called isoelectronic species. Right? So the species which are having same number of electrons called isoelectronic species. It means all isoelectronic species having same number of electrons. For example, let us take Na plus, Mg plus 2. Say Na plus, we know that sodium has 10 electron. Sorry, sodium has 11 electron. Sodium has 11 electron, it lost 1 electron, plus 1. It means it become 10 electron. Similarly, magnesium. Magnesium has 12 electron, but plus 2, it lost 2 electron. Therefore, 12 minus 2, 10 electron. Similarly, Al plus 3, aluminium. Aluminium atomic number is 13. It has 13 electron, it lost 3. It means it is also 10 electron. Next, let us take neon. Neon atomic number is 10. So it has no charge. Therefore, it become 10 electron. Next, F minus. Fluorine atomic number is 9. Atomic number 9, it has 10 electron. Then minus 1. So minus indicate gain of electron. So therefore, 9 plus 1, it is also 10 electron. Then O minus 2. Oxygen atomic number is 8. Okay, this is the minus 2. Minus 2 is a addition of 2 electron. So therefore, 8 plus 2, it become 10 electron. Similarly, N minus 3. Nitrogen has 7 electron. Atomic number is 7. But minus 3, it is addition of 3 more electron. It become 10. See, all these species having 10 electron each. So therefore, they are example for isoelectronic species. Right? So what is the definition? The species which are having same number of electron. So all these are having same number of electron. So therefore, they are example for isoelectronic species. Okay. But in case of isoelectronic species, important is size. Right, what is the size? All these are having same number of electron, whether they are having same size? No. So size again related to effective nuclear charge. Size related to nothing but charge. Here is positive charge, it is a neutral, all these are having negative charge. So therefore, what is the relation? A relation between these, that is in regarding size. So therefore, here one point you must remember, in isoelectronic species, in all these isoelectronic species, the size is increases with increasing negative charge. The size increases with increasing negative charge, means minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. So its size increases. Then size is decreases with increasing positive charge, plus 1, plus 2, plus 3. That means as positive charge increases, as the positive charge increases, size is decreases. As the negative charge increases, size is increases. So therefore, write this statement: in isoelectronic species, as positive charge increases, size is decreases. As positive charge increases, size is decreases, and as negative charge increases, right, as negative charge increases, size is increases. Reason is same, we have studied previously. As positive charge increases, size decreases. It is due to increasing effective nuclear charge. Here, as negative charge increases, size is increases. It is due to decreasing effective nuclear charge. So therefore, reasons we have written in previous concept. So everything is same. So therefore, here you need to remember, ನೋಡಿ, ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆದರೆ ಸೈಜ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆದರೆ ಸೈಜ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Therefore, now what is the relation with size and positive charge? It is take size, nothing but size of isoelectronic species. Size of isoelectronic species, right, it is directly proportional to negative charge. Important. As negative charge increases, isoelectronic species size is increases, and inversely proportional to positive charge. As positive charge increases, size is decreases. Okay. So therefore, the relation with size in isoelectronic species is this. Now let us write the order of size. Right. So among these isoelectronic species, whose size is larger? So size is directly proportional to negative charge. -1, -2, -3. This -3, n minus 3 has largest size, then O minus 2, then F minus. Okay. Next, whether Na plus come or A plus 3 comes or Ne comes. Ne comes because the size of neutral atom always larger comparatively positive charge. Next, after Ne, then whether Na plus comes or Al plus 3 comes. So here see, size is inversely proportional to positive charge. So size is large when positive charge is less. Size is more when positive charge is less, which is having less positive charge, Na plus 1. So therefore, Na plus 1 comes next, Mg plus 2, next Al plus 3. So this is the order of size of isoelectronic species. So there was question asked previously in NEET and CET also. Question is this: which of the following pair is isoelectronic species? Which of the following pair? They may give any two. N3 F minus isoelectronic, Na plus O minus 2 isoelectronic, F minus Al plus 3 isoelectronic. So therefore, which of the following pair isoelectronic? You can check all this. Okay. Along with this, there was one more option also given: CO and Cn minus. CO and Cn minus also example for isoelectronic species. Yes or no? Right? Why? The reason is here. You just count the number of electron. Carbon, atomic number 6. It has 6 electron. Plus oxygen 8. It has 8 electron. So therefore 6 plus 8, it is 14 electron. So therefore carbon monoxide has 14 electron. Then what about Cn minus? Carbon is again same, 6 electron. Then nitrogen 7 electron, plus this minus indicate addition of 1 electron. So therefore it is also 14 electron. So therefore CO and Cn minus also example for isoelectronic species. Okay, you can write this is also isoelectronic species. Okay, next one time in CET they asked one more question. So which of the following pair is isoelectronic? There is a one option is this benzene, and there is a inorganic benzene. Inorganic benzene is B3N3 H6. Right. So B3N3H6 and C6H6. This is a benzene. You might have know it. And inorganic benzene we will study later in first PUC only. Right. So benzene and inorganic benzene. So if you count the number of electron, it will be same. Therefore, it is also example for isoelectronic species. So like this. So number of questions previously appeared on this concept, and it is important. Right. Second property is ionization enthalpy. It is also called ionization potential. Ionization potential, even it is also called ionization energy, IE, ionization energy. Right. So what is ionization enthalpy, and how does it varies in groups and period, and what are the factors affecting on ionization enthalpy, ionization potential? These things are important. We are going to discuss these things in this subtopic. Okay, right. So last class we have completed atomic size, right? So this is ionization enthalpy. You know, atom is in spherical shape, we have studied, which has nucleus. Nucleus has positive charge, right? Then this nucleus containing both the protons and neutrons. So where neutron has nil charge, no charge, whereas proton has positive charge, and electrons revolve around the nucleus in a circular path. Those paths are called orbit. These things we have studied. Now question is, this nucleus has positive charge. This nucleus positive charge body, this positive charge body attracts the electron towards its side. Obviously electron is negative charge, nucleus is positive charge. It means nucleus hold the electron strongly. So therefore due to this force of attraction, electron continuously revolve around the nucleus. Okay, then now what we are doing is, when electron is continuously revolving around the nucleus, now I want to remove this electron from outermost orbit. So if you want to remove this electron from the outermost orbit, we need to use energy. We have to give energy in the form of maybe heating, right? It may be thermal energy, it may be even photo energy, light also. We need to give energy, right? So the energy which is required, that is minimum energy. The minimum energy which is required to remove the electron from outermost orbit in neutral isolated gaseous atom is called ionization enthalpy, which is also called first ionization enthalpy. Students, very simple. You try to understand the concept, otherwise you can't understand further concepts. Ionization energy is, this is the stable electron which is revolving around the nucleus, right? It is a stable electron revolving around the nucleus. Now what we are doing is, we want to remove this stable electron from outermost orbit. We need to remove permanently. remove electron from outermost orbit. So to remove electron from outermost orbit, we must use energy. Otherwise, how do you remove electron? We must use energy. So that minimum energy is called ionization energy or ionization enthalpy or potential also. So therefore, definition is the minimum amount of energy. Take down the minimum amount of energy which is required, the minimum amount of energy which is required to remove the electron, from outermost orbit, in neutral, isolated gaseous atom is called first ionization enthalpy. Take down definition clearly. Right, so this is the definition of first ionization enthalpy. Right, so first ionization enthalpy is the minimum amount of energy which is required to remove the electron from outermost orbit. It should be in outermost orbit, and it should be neutral, isolated gaseous atom. Right, atom should be neutral, it should be isolated, it should be in gaseous state. So then only it is called first ionization enthalpy. Right. So for example, you can represent A is a neutral atom, it is in gaseous state Ag, and it is isolated. Therefore, you just remove one electron from A, it become A plus, it is also in gaseous state, plus electron. Now this is called IE1, ionization enthalpy 1, or first ionization enthalpy. Right. So therefore, the first ionization enthalpy or ionization enthalpy is what? It is the amount of energy which is required to remove electron. So therefore, ionization enthalpy is always endothermic process. Important. It is a endothermic process. So what is the meaning of endothermic? Endothermic is the process in which the process which takes place by absorbing energy. The process which takes place by absorbing energy or by taking energy. If any process takes place by taking energy, by absorbing energy, which is called endo. So here also ionization energy or ionization enthalpy, it is the process, it takes place by absorbing energy or by taking energy. So therefore this is a endothermic process. Right, it is endothermic process. All right, next is, what is the unit? So unit of ionization enthalpy, it is nothing but energy, no? Ionization enthalpy nothing but ionization energy. So therefore, which is generally electron volt. Okay, electron volt is a energy unit, small energy unit. Even you can take kilocalories per mole, kilojoules per mole, etc. Right. So there is a relation, 1 electron volt is equals to, it's approximately 23 kilocalories per mole. Important, remember for problems. So 1 electron volt is equals to 23 kilocalories per mole, and similarly 1 electron volt also equal to 1.602 into 10 power minus 19 joule per atom. Right. So these two are interconversions. So it is ionization enthalpy or first ionization enthalpy. Next we have second ionization enthalpy. What is second ionization enthalpy? Right, second ionization enthalpy is, okay, to understand second ionization enthalpy you need to understand first ionization enthalpy. In first ionization enthalpy we removed electron from what? It is a neutral isolated gaseous atom to form unipositive. Then in second ionization enthalpy we take unipositive ion, it should be in gaseous state. Okay, remove one electron, it become A plus 2 dipositive ion plus electron, this is IE2. So therefore IE2 is, it is also amount of energy required, the amount of energy which is required to remove the electron from unipositive ion. This is a unipositive ion to form dipositive ion, dipositive ion, right? It should be gaseous state called second ionization enthalpy. Therefore the amount of energy, required, the amount of energy required to remove the electron, from unipositive ion, important, from, it should be unipositive ion to form dipositive ion called second ionization enthalpy IE2. So therefore the amount of energy which is required to remove the electron from unipositive ion to form dipositive ion, it should be in gaseous state, is called second ionization enthalpy. Then same, what are the units? It is also electron volt, kilocalories per mole, kilojoules per mole, everything same. Next, similarly, what is third ionization enthalpy? Third ionization enthalpy, it is IE3, right? This is IE2, right? So what is third ionization enthalpy? Third ionization enthalpy is, it is the amount of energy required to remove the electron from dipositive ion to form tripositive ion, dipositive to tripositive ion, that's it. Here unipositive to dipositive, here dipositive to tripositive ion in a gaseous state called third ionization enthalpy. So therefore the amount of energy required, to remove the electron from dipositive ion to form tripositive ion in gaseous state. It should be in gaseous state called third ionization enthalpy. So this is represented by A plus 2 to A plus 3 plus electron, right? So this is, and similarly units also same, kilocalories per mole, kilojoules per mole, electron volt, right? Next is, what is the order of ionization enthalpy? So which ionization enthalpy is more, either first or second or third? right? Order of ionization enthalpy. So which ionization enthalpy is more? Let us take IE1, IE2, IE3, IE4 dash IEN. So here IE1 is what? It is amount of energy which is required to remove electron from neutral atom. IE2 is amount of energy which is required to remove electron in unipositive. It is amount of energy which is required to remove in dipositive. This is amount of energy which is required to remove tripositive. It means in which case the removal of electron is easy? Neutral. As the positive charge increases, the removal of electron become difficult. It means ionization enthalpy is increases. More and more energy is required. So therefore A plus 3 required more and more energy, then A plus 2, then A plus, then A. So therefore IEN is always greater than IE4, IE3, IE1. So therefore this is the order of increasing order of ionization enthalpies. Okay. Next. Now what is the variation of ionization enthalpy in period and in groups? Let's study variation of ionization enthalpies. So variation of ionization enthalpy in groups and periods. Right. So let us study first in group. So what happened in groups ionization enthalpy? So now to study that you need to understand first what happened the atomic size in a group. So already we have studied atomic size down the group. So atomic size down the group always increases. Like for example, take alkali metal. In alkali metal, lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium. So what happened the atomic size? Atomic size obviously increases. Cesium is more, then rubidium, then potassium, then sodium, then. This is the atomic size. Okay. But now we are studying ionization enthalpy, right? So what happened ionization enthalpy down the group? So you know down the group size is increases. You take this is a lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, right? Down the group atomic size is increases. When atomic size increases, the amount of energy which is required to remove the electron is decreases. It means, you just imagine lithium has smallest size, right? Smallest size, whereas cesium has largest size, like this. Therefore, in which case you can remove electron easily? Lithium has electron, cesium also has electron. In which case easy to remove electron? In case of cesium. Cesium size is larger, therefore this nucleus force of attraction on valence electron is less, right? So therefore this nucleus cannot hold this electron very strongly, whereas lithium, no, this nucleus strongly hold the electron because of small size. Because of larger size, this nucleus cannot hold this electron very strongly, therefore this electron can be removed so easily. When electron removed so easily, it means ionization enthalpy is less. So therefore you need to remember, larger the size, smaller the ionization enthalpy. Smaller the size, larger the ionization enthalpy. So therefore ionization enthalpy is inversely proportional to size. This is you have to remember. That is, larger the size, smaller the ionization enthalpy. Smaller the size, larger the ionization enthalpy. So therefore, ionization enthalpy inversely proportional to size. So therefore, now this is about size and ionization enthalpy. But we need to study here, we want to study what happens ionization enthalpy in a group. So therefore, here statement is down the group atomic size increases, therefore ionization enthalpy is decreases. So therefore, ionization enthalpy decreases, ionization enthalpy decreases down the group, it is due to increasing atomic size, important, increasing atomic size. So atomic size is increases, therefore ionization enthalpy is decreases. The relation is this. So therefore, this statement is important. Ionization enthalpy decreases down the group, it is due to increasing atomic size. For example, what is the order of ionization enthalpy? Lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium. Alkali metals. Francium is a radioactive element. We don't study about francium here. So therefore, here which is more? Lithium is more, because down the group decreases. Cesium is less. Right? Even you can take 17th group element also, fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, astatine. So which one has more ionization enthalpy? Whichever the group you take, whatever the group you take, down the group ionization enthalpy is decreases. Right? So this is ionization enthalpy in group. Similarly, what is the variation of ionization enthalpy in a period? Let's study in a period. Ionization enthalpy in period. Right. Now tell me, in a period left to right, we take period is left to right. In a period atomic size is decreases left to right. Right? Left to right, what happened? Atomic size is decreases. When atomic size is decreases, what happened? The ionization enthalpy obviously increases. So therefore, statement is ionization enthalpy, take down, ionization enthalpy increases in a period left to right, increases in a period left to right. So in a period left to right, ionization enthalpy is increases. It is due to decreasing atomic size. It is due to decreasing atomic size, because atomic size and ionization enthalpy both are inversely proportional. We know that atomic size is decreases left to right. So therefore, ionization enthalpy is increases. For example, take second period elements. Second period, that is lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine. Okay, neon is a noble gas, inert gas, we don't study here. Till fluorine you can take. Okay. Then, so lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, all these are second period elements, left to right. Then tell me, left to right atomic size is decreases. Here lithium has largest size and fluorine has smallest size. This is we have studied. Therefore, when atomic size is decreases, what supposed to be the ionization enthalpy? It should be increases like this. increases, but there are two exceptions. So first exception is here beryllium. Second exception is nitrogen. So usually beryllium is less than boron, or boron has more IE than beryllium, but practically observed that beryllium has more ionization enthalpy than boron also. It means lithium is alright, beryllium more than lithium, no doubt, because of size, but beryllium is more than even boron also. This is first exception. Okay, next is, it is similar, carbon is more, then nitrogen is more than carbon. Nitrogen more than carbon, even nitrogen more than oxygen also. Nitrogen more than oxygen also. It is also one more exception. The next is fluorine. So therefore there are two exceptions. One, beryllium has more ionization enthalpy than boron. Beryllium greater than boron. This is one exception. Next, nitrogen has more ionization enthalpy than oxygen. What is the reason? So why beryllium has more ionization enthalpy than boron and where nitrogen is more than oxygen? So this is because stable electronic configuration. If you see the electronic configuration of beryllium has stable completely filled s orbital. Beryllium atomic number is 4, right? Atomic number 4, therefore its electronic configuration 1s2 2s2. So beryllium has stable completely filled s orbital. Due to stable completely filled s orbital, beryllium become more stable. Beryllium is more stable, therefore you cannot remove electrons so easily from beryllium. That means due to stable electronic configuration of beryllium, the removal of electron become difficult. It means its ionization enthalpy is more than boron. Boron do not have stable electronic configuration as beryllium. So therefore it is due to stable electronic configuration. Similarly, nitrogen. Here oxygen supposed to have more ionization enthalpy than nitrogen. Oxygen ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರಬೇಕು nitrogen compare ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ, but practically observe that nitrogen has more ionization enthalpy compared to oxygen. So why nitrogen has more ionization enthalpy compared to oxygen? So this is also same reason, stable electronic configuration. Nitrogen atomic number is 7, its electronic configuration 1s2 2s2 2p3. So this 2p3 is the stable half filled electronic configuration. 2p3 is stable half filled electronic configuration. So due to stable half filled electronic configuration, nitrogen become more stable. So when nitrogen become more stable, the removal of electron is difficult. So therefore here beryllium is more than boron, here nitrogen is more than oxygen. So therefore the reason is same, both beryllium and nitrogen having stable electronic configuration. This is a completely filled orbital, it is half filled orbital. So both completely filled and half filled become more stable. So therefore now if you want to write order, finally what is the it order become? Lithium has less, next is beryllium, okay, next beryllium is more than boron, no, that's what I'll write first. Boron come, next comes beryllium, next after this carbon as usual, next is nitrogen, but nitrogen is more than oxygen, no? That's what I written, nitrogen first, oxygen first, then nitrogen. Okay, next is fluorine. So therefore this is the order of ionization enthalpy, that is first ionization enthalpy of second period elements. Take